Ladies and gentlemen, why is my stream orange? This has got to stop. I'm sure it's going to any moment. It's going to settle in. It's going to stop acting like there's a problem. Sorry, I know that was a little loud. I'm Bob Doyle. I'm the host of this show, which I hope that you will subscribe to and click that bell, you know, so that you can be reminded of when this show happens, at least here on YouTube. Unless you're watching on Facebook, in which case there are other ways to get a reminder to remember. In the room, we already have Barb and Bob. Sorry, Barb and Bob. Look at that. And Kathy and Lisbeth. And me again. Bob asking, what's up? I can just imagine Bob doing that. What's up? And then Barb jumping in. What's up? Then Kathy, what's up? Lisbeth, what's up? You know, what's up? You guys remember that, right? Right? So welcome to the show of Bob Doyle. It's a Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Although, as you can see, I keep forgetting which way to look. We're in a different location. We're under the sea. Da 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 da. I hope I didn't use too many notes there, and now I'm going to go to copyright jail. That would so suck. Broadcasting live from copyright prison. It's the Bob Doyle Show. Done. Da, 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 da. All right. So it's anything can happen day. Anything already has. First of all, we're under the water. Am I right? That's anything. Let's go back to your comments. Romy is here. Romy, have you subscribed to this channel as instructed with this little piece of video that isn't working right there? Just checking. Maybe you have. Maybe you haven't. I haven't gotten the roster of people. Well, this show was almost weird. I just heard what I just said. So, you know, before I do, this isn't part of the show. This is like an extra. This is like a bonus. This is like, if the show were a DVD, this would be on the extras. Okay, so so would all the live broadcasts that I do on Facebook to bring this in. See, that's a great idea. Somebody, some enterprising entrepreneur, forward-thinking, very, who can see the value of this show in broadcasting history. Some of you may get it now, but others it will occur to you as time goes on. You know, you can create a DVD collection of all the Bob Doyle shows, but then the extras. Well, now I'm just thinking about it. If it's a DVD release only, are they really extras? Because everything that I was about to say is an extra is something that it's just as accessible as anything else. It's a dumb idea, Bob. I'm a terrible entrepreneur. Let's go to your calls. Romy says, I just did, so we have a new subscriber. By the way, here's some interesting news for those of you who care or not. And it's a little pathetic given how long this show has been on the air, but we just passed the 1,000 mark of subscribers, which means that apparently now I can send community posts, which I have not tried to do, which I probably should. We could celebrate all together, but you won't get the community post if you're not subscribed over on YouTube. Now, if you're on Facebook, like Romy is, and Nori, and Terry, and Barb, and Lisbeth. So Lisbeth, we're not going to dive just because we're under the sea. That would be unsafe. And actually, I'm hoping that the seals on these windows are strong. Because you know what would happen if they aren't? That's right, flooding and mayhem. Now but here's the problem with that. Today is anything can happen day. So let's just hope that's not one of the things of the any that happened today. We've got Denise with us, ladies and gentlemen. I think we should stand up. Don't clap. It scares her. Just stand up, look at her. It's right up there. Acknowledge her with a bowed head. She likes that. Just like that. Now, try not to make eye contact. I mean, you can for a second, but anything longer than that, and there's going to be trouble. And that, again, trouble could happen. It's anything can happen day. Terry says, I updated my Facebook app, and it failed to play the video. It made a decision for me to watch on YouTube. I see. Okay, well, whatever. Just so long as you're watching, right? That's the important thing, because we got so many important things to do. Oh, wait, I didn't finish talking about, the extra. So some of you already know this because you're in the know. You're an insider. You're like your Wednesday morning is on the calendar. 7:30 a.m. Bob's going to go live on his Facebook timeline to talk about what he's going to do at 8. Right? So it's like a bonus show. It's the pre-show. You don't want to see the post-show. It's a lot of me banging my head up against the wall. Why did I say that? That's not true. I think the first show I ever did, I did a post-mortem. It's on YouTube. You don't even have to wait for the DVD release or the extras. It's right there. You can go to the YouTube channel where BobDoyleShow.com, where you are right now. There's a whole playlist called Bob Doyle Show. Scroll down to the bottom and there's somewhere in there, episode 1. Down on Blab, we've talked about this. I don't want to repeat myself. Bob is saying, I like toast. Man, I got to tell you, I do too. My sister was in town this week, and she had bread, and she was going to make something with it. And I said, oh, it was frozen. And she put it in the microwave. Oh, I'm telling tales out of school. Microwave, I thought to myself, there's a toaster right there. And I said to her, would you like to toast it? And she goes, something along the lines of, why would anyone want to dry out their bread? So I learned something about my sister, she's been my sister her whole life. That this whole concept of eating toast, it's like, why would you do that? Why would you take the moisture out of something that people work, I'm just filling this in, she didn't say any of this. People work to make it moist and chewy and give it that texture, and then you say, nah, I think I want it this way. Now, I'm with her on Melba toast. To me, that's just too much. That's too much. That's too freaking crunchy. That's like, all those things. All those things that are that. And she even said, well, and like biscotti. And I'm like, You dip it in coffee and it softens up. She acquiesced at that point. Because what are you going to do? How are you going to argue that? You can't argue that. It's impossible. So anyway, Bob likes toast. Now, Terry, trying to get some work done with the Bob Doyle Show as a distraction, I will write a doctor's note for only $75. That's right. That's right. I don't know how you get it to me, but, $75, just pulled it out of the air. I'll write you a note that says, Dear, employer of Terry in this case, please excuse Terry from anything she wants to be excused from because she was watching the Bob Doyle Show, period. How do I know? ? Because I'm Bob Doyle. Here's a screenshot, ... And man, oh man, I'd say that's $75 well spent. Now, for $125, I'll write it out on a piece. That's just an email that I would send the $75. $125, I get a piece of paper. I'll write. I can't handwrite it. Not for that. That would have to be $300. $300. Handwritten note from Bob Doyle from The Secret and the Bob Doyle Show. Whichever one is, whichever one pulls the most weight in your particular situation. Please excuse from right? They were watching the Bob Doyle Show, or they were watching The Secret, or they were whatever, right? If you don't believe me, ... Stop calling me a liar. I'm Bob Doyle, damn it, ! New paragraph, love, Bob Doyle from The Secret or host of the Bob Doyle Show, and I will sign it. You guys are going, where's the buy now button? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I still broadcasting? I thought I had it set up where wherever I picked up coffee, that it would go to a commercial. But no sponsors. What? You're saying that can't be right. Who wouldn't want exposure on this show? Huh. I know. All right, let's go to your comments again. Bob is saying I'm recording this so I can play it back with Dodson speaking. Dodson. There's a familiar name. Why are there no like hearts and laughing emojis on YouTube? That's so true, Terry. It's so true. It would be so much better if you could. Do you guys hear the wind chimes? I put them out there for you because anything can happen. Day. Oh, I should have done a theme. Had I only thought. Okay, so I still haven't finished the so this is, see, I haven't even started the show yet. It's 10 minutes in, I still am talking about the pre-show. This is still bonus content. Oh my God. So I was doing the thing at Facebook at 7:30, and and then I was like, okay, so I've told you everything 3,000 times, and now I'm going to stop this and go make coffee. And what happened? What happened? Well, I couldn't stop the stream. Sounds like a medical problem. All right. That's one of my favorite things to say, sounds like a medical problem, even though it is wildly immature, gross, and just but unfortunately, with this show, it's on brand. Now, if I was on a panel of secret people, we're talking about law of attraction or whatever, and somebody's maybe talking about getting into the stream of flowing energy, or a stream, or I'm stuck in the stream, or my stream is stuck, any of that stuff, and if I got on the line, sounds like a medical problem. Like at that moment, I just want cameras on every single one of them, and I want somebody to grab that moment, just so I can, like Bob Proctor. I don't know. Marcy, did he just say? And then there's just this wave of embarrassment, like, oh my God, how did this happen? And I'll be like, hey, I've been doing the Bob Doyle Show for 5 years. If you guys haven't watched and seen what I'm capable of, that's on you. Now, I don't know why I'm hypothetically dissing every one of the people in the secret for not watching my show, but they should. Don't you think? I've got echo going. That's perfect. Now, echo or reverb? We're going to find out. Why didn't anyone tell me? You people. Oh, maybe you thought, hey, he's underwater. Things echo underwater. Isn't that how dolphins hear? So see, that's what this is. Guys, I meant to do it. It's the only way anybody can hear anything, because we're underwater. I have to, it's just, you're actually, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't supposed to say anything, but the only reason you're hearing this is because of dolphins. Dolphins are, this is the echo. They're hearing it. You can't. I'm underwater. Come on, you people. It's impossible to broadcast underwater without dolphins. So dolphins are hearing it, and they've got some sort of super dolphin thing. And that energy is being, I can't explain this to you. You're just going to roll your eyes at me. Heard this a million times, Bob. We all know dolphins, blah, blah, blah. All right, fine. Sorry. Didn't mean to bore you. But I'm going to turn off the echo anyway, because the dolphins don't need to hear this. But then we won't be able to hear it, Bob. Based on your previous hypothesis, well, you got me there. Just kidding. You can hear me. All right, but I've turned off the echo. So thanks for someone eventually telling me that was happening. This is really good coffee. You know how I can tell? Because my soul is smiling. You can't see it. It's off camera. Hey, Terry says underwater's her favorite. It's lovely. Oh, especially with the chimes. So we've got underwater so you can hear the chimes. That's good news. So here's a random thing. There's going to be a lot of that today, so brace yourself. This is one of those, no agenda, but I said I was going to go live, so... Tom Cruise. Because, no, I'm not even going to. So, I have coined a term. Are you ready? It's called Alexa Joke Famous. Oh, she responded because I said her name. Well, that's going to screw this up. I have to hit mute on her. Alexa, Alexa, Alexa. Hey, Alexa, you can't hear me. Ha ha. Alexa, tell me the weather. Ha ha. Alexa. Alexa. Ha. I'm muted. So, yeah. So let me try and explain this convoluted concept. I asked Alexa to tell me a joke yesterday, and she told me this joke, which I forgot that I recorded and was going to play the audio for you. So, hey, let's just do it old school. We're all friends here. I'll just find the video, and I'll play it for you. It's even better that way. Let's see. Here it is. Look, it's only 14. Now, see, that's pretty good. That's not bad at all. Now, check it out. Oh, the volume was all the way down. This is my first day with a phone.
Alexa, tell that joke again.
It's not easy making fun of the Kansas City Chiefs passing game. When you hurl insults at their receivers, they drop them.
Okay, so it's a football joke, right? You can't, whatever, Kansas City Chiefs receiver. Now, we all may be laughing at this, but here's the problem. That refers to actual people. There are people on the Kansas City Chiefs who dropped passes, apparently. I don't know sports. And if they ever heard that joke, they're like, she's talking about me. Like, there is a group of people to whom that joke refers. So Alexa is dissing actual people. That's what I'm getting at. There are people who Alexa is dissing. And I just thought you ought to know that. All right, let's go to your comments. Bob says, aha, ha. Terry says, Tracy. Terry says, Starbucks Verona is the best. All right, I've totally lost control of what's going on. Oh, coffee. We were talking about coffee, right? It's not so crazy. What's happening? Oh, wait. Now Bob's saying, shh. So now I have to scroll back to see what the secret's all about. The secret? What? All right, so let's talk about the secret for a second, because I had this idea. This happened in the shower this morning, that I had an idea. Anyone else? Showers? Ideas in them? All right. So I was thinking, if I, as one of the expert teacher featured things in The Secret, could trade my position out with somebody else whose message I would have liked to have seen in there, who would it be? If I could say, you know what, I gladly give up my spot so that they could get in, who would it be? Who's curious? Because I actually do have one. And then I wonder what your suggestions might be. Who would you trade out? Don't do that. I just suddenly saw the comment section. All right, I get rid of them and put this person in. I'd put me in there instead of so-and-so. I don't need that. That's not what I was trying to start. Can anyone guess? Who would you like to see replace me? Oh, that's asking for a brutal... No one's going to do that. You're all too nice. I'm asking for it, though. Nobody's chiming in. Denise says she's curious. And look, I'm going to say this name and I got to move on because it's not funny or anything. Hold on a second. All right. You ready? This is the most. Bob says Christopher Hitchens. Marie Gallagher, as in Victoria Marie Gallagher. Now, see, now I don't know. Are these people you're wanting to replace me with? Because now I don't know whether we're a delay. See, I don't know how I should take this emotionally. No, I'm not going to take it emotionally. It's all fair. I said. Lisbeth is correct in her guess that it is not her. No offense to her. All right, Dr. Joe Dispenza. There you go. He should have been in there. Watch What the Bleep. You'll see. And then follow his work. The end. I'm not getting paid to say that. Unfortunately, because I should. Like $300. And he should write it out. No, wait. That doesn't work. So, I was reading recipes the other day. I picked up a little book about appetizers. And one of the and it's they're all very complicated. They look great, but it's like, I'm not doing that. For example, peel a handful of tomatoes. Ugh. Boil them first a little bit, and then it'll be easier for the skin to pop off or peel off. Okay, whatevs. Not doing that. But then the instruction is, dice the flesh. They don't even say that in meat recipes. I mean, that would be disgusting, right? Dice the flesh. You would just go, ugh, who wrote this? A cannibal? And yet these vegetarians, see, they can't stay away from it. Dice the flesh. The flesh of a... Ooh. 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 I wouldn't... Look, if I ordered a meat-centered dish and they said, here's your flesh, enjoy eating your flesh, we've diced it for you, you would just... First, you'd hurl all over the table. Then that would be a scene. What are the... Any comments? We've got Terry saying, dice the flesh of a boiled tomato. Yeah, that's right. It's the title of my new book. Loretta says, you were frozen for a while. Was I? Frozen. I wasn't. Let it go. Bob says Walken, as in Christopher. Yeah, let's get Christopher Walken in The Secret. If I would sell 1/50th of a part of my soul right now to be able to do a Walken impression in The Secret. Holy crap. I can't. I just can't, guys. I am letting you down. This is this ginormous ball that I am dropping. I can't do it. If I tried, it would be horrifying, but O-M-F-G. I got to see that. I don't know. There's just no reason to do any more of the show because you just can't top that visual. Right? Like, you know how they have that screen in the background and like mine's a tuning fork? I don't know what the other people have. They have other things. What would his be? What would his be? What would the symbol that Christopher Walken, his sign would be? Come on now, I can't do everything for you. If Christopher Walken was in this scene. Oh. Actually, that opens up the whole world of other people, but that's pretty much the best. And look at this. Now we are talking pulp, and we're talking Christopher Walken. He's in Pulp Fiction, right? Right? Right. I think he was. Ooh, was he? Isn't he? Wasn't there some... That's not it. Somebody help me. All right. Deer, as in hunter, Christopher Walken. We're back. I have a bone to pick with Kansas. The state? Nope. Not the band. Yep. Bob, you are really stretching. Okay. Yes, something about the watch, right? That's what I thought. There's a scene with Christopher Walken with a watch, but I couldn't remember if that was Pulp Fiction or something else. Pretty sure it's Pulp Fiction. So, the song "Carry On My Wayward Son," right? Classic. Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. So here's what I've got the problem with. Now, if you talk like that, if you say, carry on. If you're saying wayward son, you talk like that. You're not just, hey, carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you're done. You're not. If you're saying words like wayward, come on. And there's a dialogue there, and I really wanted to pre-visit in VR before this show, but I didn't. But so there's this guy, and there's a son, and he's clearly off path, but his father's like, you know what? I don't understand your ways, but I love you and I trust you, and carry on, my wayward son. But Father, if there's war, I don't want to fight. I don't want. I just want peace. I don't want to go do this. I don't want to fight. There'll be peace when you are done. But Father, I'm so tired. I can't go out there yet. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. What? Don't you cry no more? No. No. Don't you cry no more. That guy is not talking like that. He's going to say, at least he's going to say any more. There's no reason to further your tears. Or something. But you don't say, carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't cry no more. Anyone else want to weigh in on this? Because I think we need to sign a petition. Go back, get every recording redone. This has to be a 30-minute show. Hey, stop crying. Don't cry no more. But there is still anything that can happen before this is all over within 5 minutes. Because right now you may have said, you might be thinking, hey, did the thing already happen that anything could have? Like maybe it was just he talked about Wayward Son. Oh, that's crazy. But maybe it hasn't. Maybe something's going to swim by that window, walk past that window, stalk through it. Who knows? Anything can happen. I could sit here for another 5 minutes staring you down. Now see, this is, for those of you listening, this is a visual. So if you're, all right, I do have one more question for you. And this may take us a little bit longer. And this is audience participation. Just a drop of water on an endless sea. It slips away. All right, look, I don't think I can do that. I think I do that too much. But man, I wish I had the rights to all the lyrics of all the songs. Because some of them need to be pointed at. Some of them need the dramatic reading so we can see that these people that we have been going, oh my God, they're awesome, just made crap up. And sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. We discussed blood is thicker than water. What? You are this dreamer's only dream. Whatever. My live stream might get stuck again. What are you talking about? Oh, no. Nope. Yes, right. I got you. See? Did I finish that story? Yes, I think I did. All right. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Audience participation. So right before I did my 7:30 thing, I picked up this elephant. That's not true. It just wandered up and wanted some attention. And if I didn't pick it up, it was going to start going. And I ignore it for a minute because it's not that loud, and maybe it picks up, maybe it doesn't. But then it's, and then it would start. Then any second now you'd be seeing this stuff, you know, the trunk coming up, and it's like, all right, I'll just acknowledge you there, elephant. Now, finish your nap. See, that's the thing. It hasn't slept enough. And so it gets all, I need, needy, cuddle me. And look, I love cuddling an elephant like the next guy, but I'm doing a show here, you know what I'm saying? And no, cuddling the elephant isn't a euphemism. So, before I did 7:30, I was washing dishes, and I was thinking to myself, and I have shared this before, that washing dishes to me is this really zen sort of thing. I can't believe I started this. I could have ended this right now. A tight 30 minutes, and now I just freaking opened this up. I don't know, maybe I should just stop. All right, so I was doing the dishes, and I was enjoying doing the dishes. And I was thinking, so I've thought about this as a grown adult, you know, and maybe you have too, and you're in your career, and that's what you're doing. You're in it. But you think back and you go, if I could do something else, like if I didn't have to work, if I didn't whatever, if I could just go do a job. So the question is this: what job would you have hated in your youth that now you would go, oh, that would be freaking awesome? To me, dishwasher. Put me in a restaurant and just let me wash dishes. Warm water all day, that sense of like, bring them on. That's where I am with dishwashing right now. When I get into the dishwashing zone, it's like I'm looking for them. Like I'm bummed that I'm out. Do you know what I mean? So you put me in the back of a kitchen, and this is all I have to do. And meanwhile, you know, there's some other kid doing it who's bitching the whole time. I can't believe I gotta do this, man. This is so gross on people's food. I'm like, dude, one day You will look back on this and go, if only this is all I had to do. Seriously. Now, if they didn't let you bring in headphones, that'd be kind of a bummer, but you'd learn how to block out. It's probably I think we should all do it. So I thought, what if? And that would be so great to go to a video clip of me actually doing that, right? Like I go in, I got somebody with me, they're following me with a camera. I go in and straight up apply for a dishwasher job. Well, tell me a little bit about your experience. Well, I was a featured teacher in The Secret. I've been teaching law of attraction. I'm sorry, can you go back to, I want to wash dishes. Can I just ask why? Have you washed dishes? Yeah. Do you like it? Mm-hmm. Well, I do. You can start Tuesday. Yes. Can I bring headphones? No. Ooh. And then, work there about 6 months. Now you're going to collect some stories. Like things you found on a plate. Like 7 contact lenses I have. I don't know whose they are. I don't know how they got there. I don't know how I saw them. Well, one was a cat's eye, so it was obvious. But then I'm thinking, who takes their contact out to eat, put it on the plate, and I'll remember that, and then forget it? They are probably drinking. I'm guessing if you're going out with cat's eyes in your eye, that's a night of partying, right? So by the time you get to that restaurant, you're like, oh, let's just go get a chicken piccata, right? Go in there and, this is bothering me. Just take it out. Well, I don't have a place to put it. Just put it on your plate. What if I forget it? You're not going to forget your cat's eye. And then she gets home, or he, blurrily walks into the into the bathroom, and says, getting ready to go. And she's like, crap. And it all comes back to her. Meanwhile, it's in my pocket. Because by this time, I'm bringing saline solution, because I know. There's a 1 in, 17 chance on any given night I'm going to find a contact lens. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But it's just one of those things you feel like, if I've been blessed with this occurrence, I should probably, I was meant to find this. Let's go to your comments. All right, so Terry says, cooking is meditative. Chopping and prepping, so maybe she'd go back and be a cook. Terry says cooking. LOL, Bob. Bam. Dishes are meditative. Beat your Patreon income. Bob, that was a low blow and well-deserved. Hey, so come on now. Who else? Oh, Randy says movie theater projectionist. Right. You just watch movies who cares if it's minimum wage? I mean, you got to watch the crappy ones too, I guess. Are there even projectionists anymore? How's that work? All right, hold on. I have to scroll back and see what I might have missed. Nope. Come on now. Come on. Somebody. I extended the show for a few minutes. I can't waste this now. What job would you have hated in your youth that you would love now? Librarian? Nope, I would still hate that. I've often thought, I've told this story before, but I've often thought, my first job was at a fast food restaurant, and I didn't enjoy it because I was a teenager and they were telling me what to do. So, hey, what do you think you're doing? No, what? All of a sudden, I've lost all my comments over on Facebook. Am I still over on Facebook? Somebody on Facebook comment, because look, we got a lot of tubes going. Last person to comment on Facebook was Randy 2 minutes ago. Okay, well, I guess we just got chatting here. Okay, so just like cooking. Could we change the subject? Eating is good. Eating is good. Yeah, it's important. Now, let's answer the question. I think this coffee was made with extra caffeine. Could have you know how some people when they order tequila, margaritas, they'll ask for an extra shot, right, of the tequila, not of the syrup. That would be gross. Could I have more sugar in that? It's just not sugary enough. And so what I have is a little vial of caffeine, just because I don't have room for all the coffee sweets. I don't have that. All right, so Walmart greeter. Oh, see, now with Tracy, oh my God, I can see it. Now, but here's what would happen. You know, people would get to know her and that she talks to you. So if you're in a hurry, it's like, oh crap, Tracy's here, okay. What's the excuse? What do I gotta, how do I get, oh wait, there's a whole crowd. I'll just, hi Bob, oh hey, Tracy. You know what? I would love to talk, but my house is on fire and I need a fire extinguisher. My house caught on fire once. But, and, she's so delightful that you just stay and listen because, all right, I'll just build a new one, I guess. But, man, this is kind of inconvenient. So, yeah, perfect job for her. All right, anyone else? No one? Come on, Bob. I'm talking to you. Yeah, you with the face. What job would you have hated? I want to know. This is going to tell me a little something about you. Vanessa's here. Vanessa's here. Hey, thanks for coming in. Near the end of the show, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Vanessa. Let yourself off the hook. Okay? What you can do to make good is tell me what job would you have hated as in your youth that you would love to have now. I've shared that mine would be washing dishes. Terry, not answering. I guess she said cook, right? But wait, did you hate cooking? See, the only way it applies is if you would have hated it as a child. Not a child, a young working adult. I can't believe no one's got anything. You haven't thought about this? You haven't been walking around during your day and going, if I could just get paid to tie kids' shoes. I'm really good at it. I got all kinds of different ways. I can do the bunny ears. I can do one that looks like Darth Vader a little bit. And I'd be perfectly happy just to tie shoes all day. Now, to me, I don't know, because I feel like you're hunched over the whole time and you'd be going this like, so many times during the day. And then sometimes kids step in dog poop and they don't even know. And they don't care, even if they did know. It's like a point of pride. I stepped in dog poop, look! You! Tie my shoes, it's your job, it's your weird job. I want a Darth Vader. So I'm like trying to avoid poop and because they don't give you cleaning supplies. It's one of those jobs. I mean, I could bring my own, and most of the time I do, but that day I forgot. Yeah. Elementary school TA, teacher's assistant. I had to put that together. Randy said elementary school TA. Yeah. And then go in there and just go in there and be you, Randy. Like start talking to the kids about the stuff you talk about. That'd be funny. Like go in there. Yeah, that's a funny substitute teacher. Bob Doyle, substitute teacher. Can you imagine? Put me in if they have to be younger kids because teenagers. You know what? No, I don't have time for you people. You middle schoolers, that would be the worst. Can you imagine? I spoke to middle schoolers one time when I was a personal trainer. This kid goes, "How much can you lift?" Oh, that's not what I'm here to talk about. They kicked me out after I flicked him in the head, but he had it coming. Now, weird, right? I just talked about personal training, and Terry said fitness training. I never want to get scared as a kid, now fascinated. Scared as a kid, now fascinated. Tracy says, but I don't know what she's talking about. Because, again, we all know I have a 7-second buffer. Like, if I'm not reminded, forget about it. Exactly. That's what I say. Bob Doyle, substitute teacher. Ghost hunter. Who said ghost hunter? Oh, you did. Tracy said ghost hunter. Wait a minute. She was scared. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got this call I need to take. Hello? I'm doing a freaking show here. What? You need a substitute teacher? What grade? 3rd? Okay. What time? Oh, I can't. I'm still doing this show. I'll tell you what. Just patch me in. Okay, hold on. Tell me when I'm live. Okay. Hi, kids. I'm Bob Doyle, your substitute teacher, and I think we are talking about science. Oh, I'm not that good at that, but we can pretend. So who here knows what a book is? All right. And so I would take my substitute teaching just like I do the Bob Doyle show on days like this, where I'd just make crap up for however long the class is until the next round came in. But that's my job, right? I mean, kids, we could do the syllabus, but instead I'm going to do the silly bus. And then they'd laugh because kids laugh. I mean, at that age. Randy says, middle school made me switch career paths. No joke. Yeah, middle school's the worst. They just need to take that out of it. When I was growing up, back in my age, there was no middle school. We just went elementary and then right into high. That's the way it should be. I'll bet you if they did a test and looked at, like, school systems where there's just the two, elementary, then high school, and then the ones with the middle school, and looked at, like, emotional stuff for the same age group, for the middle school age group, and see who's got more crap, who's having the harder time. The people who went elementary, high school, or the people who are in middle school. Because I would like to submit. Bob, what are you doing? You're totally derailing everything. You're talking about the school system? What? What is that? I said anything can happen. Ha! Was that the thing you were talking about, Bob? No. Nope. So, I guess what I'll do... How can I do this? This anything that can happen. Is the suspense building? Are you riveted? If you're audio only, you might be thinking, did the stream stop? Crap. And you're looking. No, it's okay. Sometimes I just take pauses for effect. It's part of my charm. Speaking of charm, now here's the thing. This is a two-parter. All right, now I promise, first of all, no matter who you are or what you are and how long you've watched this show, that's about this thing, out of the any that could happen, is not on your list of things that could. So I am going to surprise you. That I guarantee you. But, and I should say, sensitive viewers, be advised. Okay, you can interpret that however you want, but I did just take off my headset and my glasses. So you guys have got to be going, whoa, something's about to happen here. Is he going to break that glass? Is he getting ready to swim? No. No. But I'm going to have to lean over. I have to go off screen for a second. Okay? And I don't even know if I can... Yeah. All right. So I'm glad I practiced that. So I'm going to go off screen for just a second. And then what's going to happen is this thing. Okay? It may be jarring. So just, are you ready? If you're not sitting down, you might want to. The suspense. No, Bob, see, you're off. But good try. All right, let's see. All right, here's some music, I think, while we do this. Did it work? No, there's no music. Normally there's usually music. All right, no music. Here we go. All right, here we go. Now, you weren't expecting this. I'll probably never do it again because sometimes kids watch this show. Now, here's the thing I'm going to do to take the edge off. There. See? We're all friends again, right? All right. I can't hear anything because I don't have my headphones on. But I'm going to pretend like everything's going... Oh, sorry. Hold on. See, I do this so you won't have bad dreams. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, well, that's it. That's been the Bob Doyle Show for this week. And next week, I'm sure it'll be exactly the same.